Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Kalimullah. I am your bio teacher. Hope you all will be fine. Dear student, today we will discuss chapter number 3, which is about biodiversity. First, we must know about that what is biodiversity. So biodiversity is the total variety of living organism. Variety means kinds. The total kinds of living organism on the surface of earth are in different ecosystem is called as biodiversity. In this chapter, we will discuss about biodiversity classification, basis of classification, hierarchy of taxonomy, binomial nomenclature, and conservation of biodiversity, and as well as viruses as a unique particle. Biodiversity shows the total variety, the total kinds of plants, animal, and microorganism, and the benefit of living organism on the surface of earth. So, dear student, biodiversity is have you let's start with the first paragraph of chapter number 3. Have you ever thought about the number and variety of living organism in the world? Scientists believe that so in this paragraph the total variety of living organism in Pakistan is discussed. In Pakistan, 6,000 kinds of plants and 23,000 types of animals are present. So the Pakistan biodiversity is 6,000 plants and 23,000 types of animals. So biodiversity shows us the country a number of plants and animals, and they are useful. Biodiversity is the term is derived from two Greek words. Bio mean life or living things, and diversity mean variety. So biodiversity may be defined as the variety of organisms present in different ecosystem. Now, what is ecosystem? Dear student, ecosystem is the relationship of living with non-living and of living with other livings. So the interrelation of living with other living things and with their non-living environment is called as ecosystem. Pond ecosystem, desert ecosystem, land ecosystem, air ecosystem. These all are the forest ecosystem. These are the places where the living relate with other living and with their non-living environment. For example, non-living environment is air, light, land, water. These are non-living environment through which the living can have a relationship with that, because every living thing can use the oxygen from the air and use the water from the environment, use the land for living. So these are the non-living factors of the environment through which living things can relate and get a benefit. Biodiversity is not distributed uniformly on the earth. In every countries there is different biodiversity. Biologists estimated that today's global biodiversity may consist of more than 100 millions of kinds of organisms. The biodiversity of an area depends on climate, altitude, and composition of soil, etc. So tropical region mean garam ilake. Temperate means sardi. Tropical region of earth have richer biodiversity, while polar region mean ice places. Polar region have fewer mean small number of species. Importance of biodiversity includes food for human being, because biodiversity give the food for living things, provide the food for living things. Production of drugs from biodiversity. In biodiversity, there are different medicinal plants through which medicine are formed or drugs are formed. For example, caffeine, morphine, quinine, etc. are produced by other plants. Drugs as streptomycin, neomycin, and erythromycin are derived from fungi. So these are the benefit or importance of biodiversity, that biodiversity gives the drugs, the medicine through to the living things, especially human beings. Industrial benefit or biodiversity. Industrial benefit through biodiversity, there are more products formed from that. For example, adhesive, rubbers, oil are some of the industrial material derived from plants. A relation with the ecosystems. Biodiversity is the essential component of ecosystem. The living part of the ecosystem is called as biotic factor. So in ecosystem, biodiversity also play an important role, because this is an important component, important part of the ecosystem. As I already delivered the definition of ecosystem, that the relation of living with other living and with their non-living environment is called as biodiversity. So dear student, biodiversity is very important for the life, for the living organism, especially for the human being, because it provides food, it provides drugs, it provides many industrial material, it provides it gives the essential part of the ecosystem. So 40% of the world economy and 80% of the needs of the poor are derived from biological resources. In addition, the richer biodiversity, the greater the opportunity for medical discoveries, economic development, and responses to new challenges. Biodiversity also provide the support to the countries, because it play a very important vital role to the country, because it provide timber, it provide food, it provide drugs. So from this, a country can maintain their economic needs. So for this, biodiversity is very important. And biodiversity of Pakistan is also, I delivered at the first, that 6,000 plants and 23,000 animals are present in Pakistan. So dear student, there are 130,000 plants which depend on bees for pollination. 130,000 plants, flowering plants, which depend on pollination. Pollination is that process in which transfer of pollen grain from the anther of the stamen to the stigma of the carpel, and from this pollination fertilization occur and the generation of the plant proceed. So pollination is very important, and 1,30,000 plants are pollinated by bees. One third of all our food, fruits and vegetables would not exist without pollinator visiting the flower. When there is no pollination, no fruit, no seed will be formed, no vegetation will be reproduced. So pollination is very important, and 1,30,000 plants are pollinated by bees. So this is all about the biodiversity. That biodiversity is the total variety of living organism on the surface of earth or in different ecosystem is called as biodiversity. And Pakistan biodiversity is 6,000 plants and 23,000 types of animals are present. So and biodiversity is a two Greek word, means bio mean life or living thing, and diversity means variety. So the total variety of living organism on the surface of earth is called as biodiversity. Okay, thank you. Wish you best of luck. Allah Hafiz.